Listening to Your Radio 103.9 FM. Others couldn't do any better. Make you feel good and never alone. Never alone. Others couldn't do any better. Others couldn't do any better. Okay, Bosuo for Mama Che, Mama Kwaba, Unity Radio 103.9. Bofanche, so realize here for the past 2 days, and attitude here, we were off air, but Wednesday no, na ye program, and what is self you didn't call off na
there was a routine maintenance and a national grid eba be we area ha ti afi na nyame ya adoma wo mawie a omo agya mu ede amayen nti na ya tena si Anopa Bosuo ne de bro Manucho Magandi Gaucho Margarita La Molina mempem ho asem Ken Kalusha mama nya nti ese awoni nti oba bi akye na hye ba bi nti onya medri onam kwan so enche obeba but Ken Kalusha akye se enra de ono kwan ne dai nti o ha Kalu akwaba
yenia
apom ti sen
yankopon adum no mo pai
nti Manucho sources no cheso bedu atambe
oba sisia
sa wo filani na wo the intel
wakachem so oba nti obeba
sa hu enche kra okay wo de waka se enche kra de na je se enche kra
okwa se kwa o be je nim ho na on ti see kasantina oyi no obeba sisia so oti e kasa within 2 minutes so na Manu ebi a richao Manu chuma gandi tajareta mempeme hwase
mumie no mu hweho
o se
mumie no mu hweho
se sa na
ina terrible feedback me okay okay sikani brido wafa the power so eyesna hunya nyamisha so na ma onipa yode for ene weather na very cold, very cold. Say ya kasa for very can asem a obega ze na weather na perfectly cold. Man you very
cold.
Yeah, very cold. It is a usi for ma. If you don't have to, you don't have to. So we need a form BSC, there's no need. But if it is that you have to step out, Mestre says make sure say you are well drilled. Just well dressed. Said about Oma one kwan. Even here at the studio, I'll cry hit to Accra.
Layers, very 5.
What there? Unim so almost say about layers there. Ubi two.
King of layers. Yeah,
Nanaji my kwata. I say we are king of layers. I so bad. No answer rosa.
Because I want to go so she show home na. Ukopio could do about na say. Was showed you no yibi. So bekona the layers now, you know. What she share no. Small I feel we do now we sing Shafo ka say ona wa yare nti kwa hihyo ho na dia wonu de enye izo awum pa ene
awum nti misrew se usi form a na wa make sure say wasiesi ho ye very cold mamema ye ho weather update no na ye hu senior weather ne city awum pa nti me pa chow Okay, Unity Radio 103.9. Yanko here weather report no quickly. Na said you be hu enne, said you wiem city na fe ifruwa ya ba be hwe agudi ohun sam kakra na yabo no de bremo na ya get straight into what it is that we have on our desk this morning. Kai ukwada no ne on sam bia na ye pese ye kan yanwie na ye beto aso na ye de nenso kakra aka no de abasesi and wonim say wind chill warning is in effect. Wind chill warning is in effect. Inti nem frama asa chilling and a friend of wind chill.
I kind of form my yeah. I say frama jump to do. As a frama Shijani Bino. Their friend from Jampan Tudu. From I would do Kasim. And I will come on some.
And then the Manucha also I am also a king of layers.
I won't. So when I report no cheaper auntie. Obano only ABC phone iPhone whether alert phone in Ayma. And see that's what it be.
Now we had more National Fire Service Anna.
As military officer. I'm a disappointed military officer, so I don't joke with my coverall. I mean, this from ex-commander been on the Miami. 5-star general been on the Miami. It's me sha. It's me kind man my share. Police told me I know much of me saying sir. Exactly. And then my home. And then we the single ones. You are really suffering. You are suffering today. Yeah. With them. I say zebra crossing.
I think so.
Yeah, we the single ones will suffer today. You can see from afar. Today is a day for the married, happily married couples.
Nah.
Yeah. And whether way there,
and we will be paid.
Exactly. We want to fashion son. Whether way there, just a natural heater. Nyanko pom bomb out and run out to their survival weather.
Weather for
natural heater,
natural heater. So whom no creative friction, no more body heat. No, I say,
unsame quality program.
Let's say, Menkawe, no Macade, and then some Colanco school, yeah, 7 church him. So, I mean, a natural heater, something that you can use to break something. See, you can. No, Mamma Church, I must say, there anyway, Johnny Timmy. Kid David Bonambers, or 10. But it's cold. I mean, if you're going out there, be careful. I mean,
very cold.
The wind is also it leaves some debris on the road. On roads, no. Maybe no be way. Dust way no green bucket here. I'm saying Ray. I bet talk one in pay. If you are driving, just be careful. Try to go on normal speeds because if you are in the hour, to come near there. Just be careful. I mean, around this time, windshield advice is allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in force. It's in force till tomorrow 1 p.m. And you just be careful. Yeah. And birthday party now. Why they say cocoa? Yeah.
Why they say
cocoa leke. Only cocoa leke. And say no Ghana. No more there. I cocoa no. But one of them say I say pleasurable pain. I then say yam. Na come be a.
Onum sana eya.
I mean, the daddy then.
Na ede ya be ni o.
I mean, similar to
mood Ben Adiba Fiano pay.
Mood. Loneliness mood, yeah. I mean, many brave or more brutal. On a day like this, that's the only time I'm jealous of those who are married. In 365 days. This is the only time and moment. It's another day, I'm really in a ganging mood. I say, well, no. Mukochi, our boy, and I say, our boy. Yes. Gang person. I said gang person.
Ah, Sonya na Juma. There be a Chelsea not any. I don't know why. What do you mean? Opekasa too much.
Yeah.
Are you the only coach in the Premier League?
You know, he's mastering the art of Mourinho. Sometimes you psychological one.
Yeah, we throw the failures away.
Yes,
no man fans are focused on Obi.
Exactly. I say that the attention has been taken off them because they couldn't do
anything. Juma last year summer Chelsea and top players.
Exactly.
But OJ Callan Cup, OG FA Cup, Champions League, you were almost there.
Yes.
Premier League last day in a city, DJ. And then one Kasa.
Yeah.
When you were successful and you were
not thought that down in there is a very expensive boy. Nobody spoke. I mean, a modern trend. If you don't buy big, win big. I'm not sure any club can do a less than this.
When you see Chelsea, Susan, or sister. Chelsea Assembly say they make some from lawyers. Now make the income. Yes, you may. Why do you go that far?
I mean, you mind your business.
I mean, Chelsea say, and I'm into Saga man who need Sky Talk Sport.
Talk Sport.
Yeah. Minim say Obana and he didn't come on offer.
Okay.
Almost say England for you jealous.
Yes.
Now Senka Toboli Englisher. Come back as the smartest person in the world.
Oh yes.
but why American Tiana and the guy doesn't know football. And the guy doesn't know
I've always told you the English that they feel they are better than everybody on this planet. We are calling me any school near the end. How tough it was to you do my first grade. I mean, you had insiders telling us that best students in the crowd no big yet can't come again the informers from English baby. Now they say that no way. I mean, secretary guys, no way. I mean, look at the greats in the edition there. Why would this person not get it? Intimidate me home from day one that they are very well looking, self-seeking, and warm way, Papa. I mean, look at the way they buy even their own players. Yeah. Maguire 80 million.
85 was the same.
I mean, that guy is not even worth up to 40-45 million. I mean, but you know what happened.
But I remember some few days ago, no, your best defender.
Oh, I mean, he on your Nassau Cup crumple, he didn't disgrace himself, but he doesn't deserve. He fluctuates. He flutters to the sea.
On your consistent.
Yeah, he flutters to the sea.
But Maguire at Leicester, I mean, it was just
80 million. No.
That's a fantastic defender.
I mean, where did he take them to? Was he part of the title winning squad? I mean, he's not really been extraordinary.
No.
Point, but not 80 million. He's not better than Benjamin Van Dijk. The point is because it's English. I mean, Kalisha, don't follow Boache. Maguire, so you're English boy. You think it's worth 80 million?
I almost that what the English people are trying to do is they always want to try to sell their players.
Exactly.
Like Grealish, say it doesn't worth 100.
Exactly.
It's only 100.
Two players were for me.
Bellingham. I'm a ton of
the noise around him is too much.
Jadon Sancho, almost 70 or 80. 75. And the English boys in there.
That's what we say. They overhype themselves and make the price. Two players for me, I mean, recent time will live up to the hype. For now, I would say Rooney, Rashford. I mean, they've shown signs that I mean they are living up to their hype. Raheem Sterling did well, but also in to sustain it. I think Kanye there, it's only noise. It's only noise.
Raheem Sterling was how many years? So 30 years.
Oh, 27. Sterling on Unisa.
Yeah, it was a protege.
Oba stage in
Liverpool at the age of 18. Yes. Yeah, I know the white jacket.
Age of 17.
And I'm the kind say at the age of 17. Now I want 2 guys album.
18.
Yeah,
no, Liverpool.
That anyway, I started with 17. We pay 18. I mean, he has record. But I'm sure just like 10 years ago, it's possible. Nisa. Yeah, remember
or 27 years.
Yeah, it's possible because on a day, Oba Limelight, he was first known for women.
And now he's a boss, consistent for a longer time.
Yeah, people easily. I said Rashford because at the age of 16, 17, he was known. All your chemistry near the end, no Bobo, yeah. Yes, we are not going to chemistry practical test near there.
No, pass here.
Yeah, he passed. I mean, he's very intelligent. For me, one of the most sought after players. So United and wasting the time there, but it's good to hear Rashford has also been clear. Anyway, Mason Greenwood, they are clearing all the charges.
Clear no, Oma drop.
Oh, okay. I mean English.
Clear the to say court to see when you're guilty, but
dropped all the charges against him. So now he's ready to play.
Omo press charges not drop. Not just say. You could see say Sikas Sansa.
Yeah, of course.
Ronaldo there now American lady and say.
Yeah, exactly. Nasa Pate also did the same thing. Of course, any NDA, non-disclosure agreement. It's not. But when and Wake Daniel Alves, I mean, Daniel.
Still
No. He's been convicted for like 15, 17 years.
Greenwood, so are you following you so?
United.
Oh, United say they are going to do their own investigations. No more the statement about.
It's in a limbo.
No, but it's part of the squad. I'm not sure I'm squad now. I read that story too. That I'm say they will do their personal investigations.
No more there, almost statement about. Until then, they won't comment further.
Oh no, but an American say further news about say. I mean, they've added him to their official squad, didn't he? I mean, he's now with them. With them. And Mano. When you be but be careful. Use it wisely, don't, because they are right from the Bible. You know the things they can do. Yeah. We can't do with them and we can't do without them.
Players
but they should be wise.
Benjamin Mendy, they say.
Oh yes.
Benjamin Mendy feel.
And they rape. I have the videos. What share?
Video.
Yeah, the one in the bathtub. Share bathroom one.
Masa, sports.
No, but Benjamin Mendy, I will look for it for you. And then you rape. Obana went down on him. You say rape. Oh, that videos were kama. I mean, it's a man. Benjamin Mendy, a bema pa.
Manu, you about so Anopa.
You are discussing
program now. And passing.
Look, why not what you the truth is that we are talking about women and their acts and they taking money from. I'm not beating about the bush. I'm right at the center. I saw the olden person stadium now. Obi actually now will perform me. Opo, can you do it? And I'll be ferry.
Mean to me.
Me. Na me yan kan kra me pam anko fa hwe de bia me twa. Na is a stadium. A stadium mfinfin. No bia abo mani cho.
Time no dey aso abo.
You say exactly on center of the pitch. Na me obi asema no cho. Do something before you die. If ready. I'm sure the ceiling will break because the way I raise myself and come down. I'm not sure Sipon can contain me. Maybe I Cape Coast. On the Cape Coast there's no roof. But Sipon there a modern one be. I say we no. Once the stadium I say we no. Okay, we say I didn't change Menka. But soon as our stadium no. They said 3 stories so say we be no 3 stories. I said 3 stories. Oh, what in 3 stories? Exactly. So there's one it looks as 3 stories. Once I we no. No be. 3 stories. Yeah, 3 stories. 3 stories. Yes, I said 3 stories. Yeah, I know. It can't contain me. It can't contain me. 3 stories. Yeah, 3 stories. 3 stories. I have stress on the 3 and the S. And then here, and they show if you need the empire. I saw Butreno. Maybe bumper, me catch and consum, or mamma, Abutro, them empire. Me pentem papa, show me boss house away, mental. 3 stories. Opo, are you dumbfounded or you assimilate what I'm telling you into you?
Me who has some men can be
I said what you kakra the come. I mean your wife is at home, don't worry, you don't have a problem. Kalisha no problem kakra, but I solve it. You be fear and then me change to me.
Cry for yourself.
Kalisha, I want you to confirm or deny what he just said. Yeah, I will not cry for him.
So the mic ne I come on nipa ehun atono no na dem dia na oka
exactly
ya man yes sir what
me we suffer together so you film say why ye jam no onim them no one ebre
okay
ya man yes sir what
yeah be so
my baby
for you know you
can say the no asa say
exactly for you know the person will come today and nobody no tie wo yes you will be so exactly, you never know, so don't never take a chance.
Frances or Koshe, you're telling how show you what you
I know about.
I'm a who's a Frances also.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Frances, Bema Kra watch your baby there. Our more dog yes, Sano.
So,
Frances Punamani, Yada see a chow. Thanks for joining us. Okay, Busuo 4. Say, Jai show no Manucha, it's already 10:31 and ain't to mean country. Or back can a side show no gravenze. Or don't come or don't home so. There was
yeah.
There was
I say,
walk show phone Zuba Casarabasm. No,
for you.
Need them one.
Arabasm.
Say, also down maso. No, maybe I can don't pass.
Don't pass. Obada now. I'm always ready. I always have my condom in my purse. You want to see it?
Okay, Unity Radio 103.9. Abuja, Emamu Nache. Said you're not mechanical, and the weather no, you're very cold. 13 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, very windy, and sunny, windy. Osha said here, 13 now. It feels like -6. Even though the temperature is 13 degrees Fahrenheit, the real feel when I'm abontia said the weather no it feel it is -6. It's very, very, very cold. In fact, and the lowest temperature I binyano abaya na 11 na -4. Now you best start a negative move from anajo 1 until you can imagine say see 13 degrees Fahrenheit, it feeling like -6. Now you temperature nankasa be reading -1. If your guess is as good as mine, now I say who be as our time ni ejina. Please, the kids are home and electric or gas bill, please put your heat on. My heating is running everywhere in the house. Na insuo no so if possible na sa obekwa adwuma na nkwa na ote a na wa bio faucet no kakra bi said e be a enclog na pipes no cram papai nti ya na mo ahye no so nti misra say make sure say you are well dressed because it's very cold. The kids are home today. Make sure say will heat everywhere in their rooms everywhere and monitor the temperature. Say if you know now we're increasing, at least it shouldn't be less than 70 to 72 in your house. And advisory buy no because weather is very cold. And you say I want to be raw and son I try to catch up. According to Inabasa, it is extremely difficult. You can't get the right temperature. So let's keep the heat on. Now if you're warm, especially today that the kids are home. Said yeah, omunkoche Arabia na wobia mira omunko fa sembianso and sign farmer. So that is how the weather looks like. Said American by 9 p.m. about -1, by 10 -3, by 11 -4. Ochana memenda de you best start negative numusa from Anopa 12 a.m. Humachi -6, -7, -8 na ekosa. But according to the forecast, it's going to be sunny Ochina from Anopa 7 to area 12. But by then, you be negative ni musa kopim Anopa 9. About 10 now about 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Then it will be 5 by 11, 8 by 12 p.m. About 1 p.m. no 11 degrees Fahrenheit. By 2 p.m. area no about 13. But these are the figures that Yebenya on the measuring gauge, but about real feel now we are going to be in a negative. Inti as I say ocean so say ochna will be wumpa achen even today. Tomorrow is going to be colder than today because ochna the best start on panel with negative heavy. Sa near they are down. Inti and right now the temperature is 13 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels like -6. It feels like -6. Until Memphis say more or less, and I can tell you, say we are in -6. Until ya no washan so edia mind now ochina so we see your as such. This is a very cold weekend, and for that advisory in Tinane, Nkwalani schooling in I cancel you know. Until ya na washan so said the bear between I prepare hon nkwadani na as such. Okay, with that said, sporting news kakra ewo ene Premier League starting the Chelsea and Fulham 3 o'clock and as how much no ebaso now
today
oh that's good today 3 o'clock Chelsea Fulham until Enzo no but Martinelli finally news now no because of time no finally Martinelli are signing new contract with Arsenal na oye player bia na Todd Bowley started in a new show. By Bia Okoto Madwiki Muni Adintina Unko BMD, but he's a player Todd Bowley was gauging to see Martinelli signing new contract with Arsenal. Bibia so a bit to me a call and kind Ediama Wokaso join him 2019. And as you see mother then I hope someone is carcass here and this Todd Bowley scam with the man now bit to me about until no so there no until was signing new contract. This year the Sani Bukayo Saka, some of the Munya and Fafo Franco Mano. No, the Moyan Tema teams are surrounding no Mohombe Chremo, Samoan in Tema. Okay, inti Chelsea Fulham and 20 o'clock UK. Now OT 5 free 20 my best. And tonight just 3 right. 15 3 15:00 into 3 p.m. kickoff and tena de Mr. Bia say sorry pani Kufia J King Kalusha Manucho de minimum so to me support here
permanent interest
me because support the team me
Mr. support for
info team me
Chelsea
na se Fulham se share
I come fan ko Fulham
in London koso I mean
I won't buy here now. Stanford Bridge. Moko Craven Cottage na.
So say Fulham Chelsea.
Moko Craven Cottage na mo ba.
Omo baba kuma wele na tutu jam mo no.
Your ball Stamford Bridge.
Oh okay.
William
and James never support it.
Oh WWE. Mitrovic for suspension.
William Krabeshe. Na William Krabe. Obisa ko dun jano.
Na yi Marco Silva. Aso na sideline. To normal.
Marco Ayampia.
Marco Zia.
Ada wo so na to Ayampia.
Ada so ototo na me say Ayampia. Toto dia ne Ayampia ne na.
Ye sentena bisa so wo yi. We a great tampon ana.
Ebi so. Ha? Ne Ayampia ne nam.
Adoa.
Ne funa adoa de. And then we wan share down doa sa. That's why.
Why funa adoa?
Na wonim na menam kobodi.
Me say nyum no ama obia.
Ama obia. Adoa ko no akaka so ye beti enka no akwa na didi na atem so your phone te ono so obeti ne nka no so.
Na me no na makoko share IGP way. Ama ka bo ma say twanyumi.
Ebi so.
O se ebi ba ampo e ya unti ya da.
Anyu foforo ba.
Awam tam nyu foforo omko ya IGP wono. Sanko fu
de. Aba just a week.
Ya IGP e ka so asisi asem no.
No matunum.
We see de o man for scan man no.
Menye sure say foforo bia na nyum dada because ampon say oni lumba nyum no. 8 ono ni 6 abom na nyum we no mo boy no. 8
na was so
no ampon de 6 lumba de 2 na lumba de nyina akogu na iTunes nti sampon no tie bia opebi atie kura aji so tie ska ba menim say me hu say IGP say ana sofu bi enso ka so from one man ampon ska to settle the matter ba menim say mo sabon me nye sure sampon san ne be bonyum
yeah by so this can man
but ente what what's it then
anyamia kitua adoa osisifu obi anwo anyamia ho adoa
ana osi adoa
nefu adoa
manichu yeah careful
so I'm trying na fundu ade I mean no despite birthday party na ase but e bi oyare
ahwan na o kana say
me akobi thanks for the lawyer work
aba ojiji so
akobi abonyuma
amponyum ni bia do bi ntei e mo kakra bi na mafo Nyankopon say nshira ampa waka YouTube for bonwa no mako take you down say yeah
nshira wompo no etoda wo bre na wa yesi nyame ntua and dia obeba
kewo na obeden hwe nafu adoa
ne part 2 no
radi Nyankopon
adoa ne de pa second verse ba wetum de ahye anyum de kama eja wo wetum de ayibibi wetum de ayibibi awoba
ozimebo nyo koya no remind me say YouTube for sa na ekoboy a mu
ebia no but you can be sure so don't do it
che wa start say enra wa say wa video bi abeto say have no create YouTube official page or say wa de nyum bia oba so
maybe so
enra
yeah but they are not smart I don't know why they do that Ghana crab bibi would be two Facebook and no magic copyright BBC ni CNN they don't have time for that and they your product
say for promotional purposes I need senga
but mo de bibia I mean almost you do are that nature mo no bibia say you're blocking you want people to talk about you sell your music sell your product but it
le fu adoa anyway your sponsors na na e na we betum quickly ayan share said na America no internet Chelsea and Fulham sisi awhwa Fulham da Chelsea so Fulham da 7th position with 31 points Chelsea eda mehwekra mehu ba bi omodawo Chelsea da 10th with 29 points it is a Chelsea shena Chelsea so beba 32 ababe San Fulham ho say Chelsea to mission na Chelsea beba ababeda number 6 from 10th beba 6 because you're 29 points one the other teams ni nyamboy Brighton ni nti say eba ye shena beba beda Tottenham achiwo number 6 nti na make say top 4 no
to go
top 4 no
undecided
tough because
yeah I think the second half of the season will be very long, tiring, and wicked.
Yeah, goal difference in Sweden, but Chelsea up till this time.
Yes.
Yeah, Liga, goal difference here, just one goal. That's terrible.
Why a lot of purchases. I hope they gel early. See, I'm here. So coach is very confident. No about new boys and no jelly or mountain. No, but once a coach won, then cautiously optimistic.
When him said deserve bine Mudrik Ayumada.
Oh, okay. Well, Ukraine. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I don't pay deserve Biana.
I like the guy. He's me share no son. I'm say na crowd and go for one coffee. Coach or boring or bench you. Yeah, me coach or animated. We show this
village.
Now share a atata.
Yeah.
What too many catching players no crowd. No, Tony Sano is.
You know, almost a woman born Bomabo Binsuda, so it's sometimes gets
well, if your job is to coach,
yeah,
Obi Bobo for him, then cry now bonsem. Really to applaud and to appreciate? No, coach. Oh no, the psychology they coach.
Oh, say EPL Pep used not to be that, but EPL there you coach from the start to the finish because it's a very tactical game. So you coach now. You leave chance or money bonus now unfolding my answer. You'll be overtaken because don't say other leagues in the area of Basa and the player intelligence in here more change the coach's effort. But EPL
no, I know Crano. Yeah, I share a Chabi which in a bench 90 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's working now, but don't say but technically because they are not doing well. But in the past there,
they are doing well. It's the same league,
no, but in the past there,
5 points.
You see, Basa. Not doing well in the first. You can drink ice water and watch a Basa game. But your Basa fans is here. I mean, they are top games. Sometimes 1-0, sometimes 1-1. Well, but in the past, but it's set to no 3. When the Chabi Iniesta and Messi money, Neymar. I mean,
but you overshow. Barcelona team say Osman Dembele na beje yina final because I say it's all na kita team no.
Oh yeah, he's doing well, but I think Gavi, it's a total team.
Yeah, I mean, Gavi, Pedri.
Yeah, Pedri. It's a total team. I mean, the whole team is. Almost jelly now. They are better than even Madrid.
And I Pedri ni Gavi no so mo bona say Iniesta and Xavi
exactly.
Doing their prime
just place like him.
But I said Obina Kwemo or Kochi Obi Sergio Busquets type ni bi. Oh. Now about a midfield, you know.
Yeah, ni forward. Kachensi pasa mamuna mobene. Amunya.
Okay, mamfa rumors kakrebi. Ana mu ye nko time nti. Rumors kakrebi. Rumors ni ana okay. Newcastle United have reportedly joined the race to sign Jude Bellingham from Borussia Dortmund. Football transfers na dia no by Fiorentina also were left frustrated by Todd Boehly as the Chelsea owner took it upon himself to try to sign Moroccan midfielder Sofiane Amrabat. Time anicho owner nim sa ye co-owner ni din bo no de Ed Ball yeah ye co-owner no
yeah
time ono Portugal na oni Todd Boehly here Enzo Fernandez na ono Todd Boehly say to play
yeah
about Italy nti na nko pe Amrabat
yeah
aka Enzo Fernandez on the final day. Nti Fiorentina forces they were left frustrated.
This is a place here no man dey.
What someone we saw mobile clear 13 players. E di na ba Kovacic credit card. Yes, season up to end of save your season. Koulibaly, Christian Pulisic, Hakim Ziyech the soon number 1. Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic, Edward Mendy.
Namuto keeper.
No, Sterling can't.
Namuto keeper.
They feel Sterling will gel because Sterling needed help. Once Sterling can do it, I think with the coming of some players as you see, number footed, never must Sterling to me, I free because they say Madueke to me train, Mudrik to me train, and Jean Felix, and so to me train. Inti and in now cost Sterling, so Inti Ebema Sterling. But
no,
surprisingly, Aubameyang. But surprisingly, the coach likes Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz and players are more personal.
Or intelligent players, or intelligent player. But just say I'm not how to use him properly. Because a moon I go for on the force now, obviously. Munya go for many passes, but no munya selfish player. Be say, Mumu team no can be this year. Kradam be say. or yeah, they can grab a sell and I sign. I record it also become easy mount.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I'm not okay. Boss.
Last year up to this year, there Mountain Quay.
Yeah, no okay. Boss or three. Quite nimble quiet there. So yeah. But when you're born with doing any more person, no shoot. Now the bonus of function and that's what you put and count. It's that's what is bothering the chess bobo. But I'm in your beer. Oh yeah, friends saying, or a team player. When you're born now between the ama more for now, they be able to do something. Oh, my channel. But when you're say, oh, movie, I say Ghana Blasters. Oko anima, my friends saying, we are impossible anymore. We are impossible anymore. Until I saw a man hygiene. So that's been the issue.
Okay. Enti another chance River Plate is say almost set to receive almost 32 million 28 million pounds for 22-year-old Argentina midfielder Enzo Fernandez move from Benfica. Sika umbenya free no no. Almost they sell on clause issue to umbenya around 28 million pounds sterling. Meanwhile, Chelsea homegrown players fear their club will be forced to sell them to avoid financial fair play trouble if the Blues miss out on the Champions League qualification this season. And an American anti-homegrown players to say love to cheek mo to be cheap love to cheek another chance so Tottenham had a transfer deal almost done for Spanish forward Gerard Deulofeu, according to Fabrizio Romano, before Udinese player was ruled out for the rest of the season in January with a knee injury. Nti pra no enema omantumi ankwankofano no. Agent of Moses Caicedo I criticize Brighton. Agent for Moses Caicedo I criticized Brighton for denying the Ecuadorian midfielder a move to Arsenal and said the opportunity may not repeat itself in life. Unse enrana enena kaloni edin komo offer na make no. Marca Kuakrata no ana de by omo Marca 90 via Oli. It was Spain and this our story by English winger I from Jack Harrison Odinfia Dunusia is expected to sign an improved contract our Leeds United in the coming weeks. Ghanaian captain Andre Ayew has signed a short-term contract 6 months until the end of the season with Nottingham Forest. Another a confirmed story. Meanwhile, Spanish midfielder Isco 30 is still looking for a new club and has been offered to a number of Premier League sides. According to 90 Minutes newspaper, Everton is one of the teams. Remember, he's terminated his contract and now a free agent, so he can sign for any club. Isco is searching for a Premiership team. While Everton have looked into signing Isco, the club has concerns over whether the former Real Madrid man has the physicality needed to play in the top flight. Even though Everton want to sign him, they are having some doubt as to say Isco or the physicality needed to play in the Premier League. Also another thing. Almost Juventus say almost consider the possibility say almost Manucho Muntie we ne bi abebo Arsenal. Ti story we here pa. Juve almost consider the possibility of one selling or even terminating the contract of Paul Pogba. Selling or terminating the contract of Paul Pogba. Unza Juve sisiano ya dako almost 15 points. Ndizisia only at 15 points.
Yeah,
for player registration rule breach. Yeah. Nti ena nema nkoye na anu say team yi begu omani mu asepoto. Nti omo hwe ba bi omo gina Popo banso ba e prepare asem ni ade a ba ya no be prayer nti ni sika nso a oje cause nso ko as free agent nti omso mo pese omo anyo bi amana nton no kra omo pese omo terminating contract just to free up space. France striker Olivier Giroud say he's expected to extend his contract at Milan by 1 more year until 2024. Nti Giroud abibi be wu aneso sa na sisi amo frɛ no na eno nso no time ninti yeah rumors and gossip near this year but share quickly nyame aduma in Europe and yet Chelsea ni Fulham nkwana ebebo ende nti yenhwe senia ene obesi akola Liga no Atletico Madrid almost 3 o'clock omni Cadiz and now Bundesliga so Augsburg any Leverkusen. Amudiani 2:30. There will be a game in England, there will be a game in Spain, and then one game in the Bundesliga. And now Friday in team, I am for first year weekend in my team for. Yami Adma, Ochina, Anopa 7:30. Arsenal be drop points. Masoho die. Arsenal be drop points against Everton or Goodison same park.
The show match.
Masoho die.
Ayo.
Me catch a sorry penny Kofi G on Jimindi, but
I'm going to see my show mopa in the past. First, no more just say, let's go to one. Yes, show me say win.
But media,
yeah, that.
Yeah, let's go to 7.
Team my Shepa or EPL Everton.
Everton's Arsenal. And over past 7:30. Nti no no say hot chocolate and na wonumi.
Be so meditation.
Ye bi ofi. Na odi atena ho.
If they take less than 3, I will stop this game.
Aston Villa, any Leicester 10 o'clock. Brentford, any Southampton. Brighton, any Bournemouth. Man United, any Crystal Palace. At West a bad draw. Wolves, and so any Liverpool. Wolves, a better Liverpool. Kalusha Peja the Jerry Humanim. And Newcastle, any West Ham, a West Ham victory. Ochina. Spain, Ochina, Espanyol, any Osasuna, Elche, any Villarreal, Atletico, any Getafe, Betis, and so any Celta de Vigo, and Ibebo. Serie A on Saturday, Ochina, Cremonese, any Lecce, Roma, any Empoli, Sassuolo, any Atalanta. France, Omobebo 3 games, Nyami Admochna. PSG, any Toulouse. Troyes, any Lyon, and Rennes, any Lille, and Abebo. Saturday, Ayochna, Germany, Anopa 9:30, Bochum, any Hoffenheim. Dortmund, any Freiburg. Frankfurt, any Hertha Berlin. Cologne, any Leipzig. Unse, Manucho, I met to me cousin our buy, no. One met to Franco. Oh. Of Germany in about no can German or say Leipzig in a kind of Leipzig. Also mu PAT. Like this is no me. German teams no pronounce Leipzig. Yeah, also come back. Bochum send them aka. Bochum they say and Union Berlin, any Mainz, and Mönchengladbach, any Schalke, and Ebebo. No ono Germany no. Or any PhD or
Germany. Wow.
Premier League Sunday. Anopa 9, Nottingham Forest, any Leeds, and a Tottenham, any Man City. Tottenham, any Man City, no Man City, Beshe. This is me predicted by my interest.
Yeah, permanent interest.
Yep. La Liga on Sunday, Mallorca, any Real Madrid, Anopa 8. Girona, any Valencia, 10:15. Real Sociedad, and so any Valladolid, and a Barcelona, any Sevilla, and only 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon, Italy. Remember 4 games on Sunday. Spezia ni Napoli, Torino ni Udinese, Fiorentina ni Bologna, and Inter Milan ni AC Milan. Inti San Siro bede Milan derby. Oko France omo ebebo 7 games on Sunday. Clermont any Monaco ne best start on past 7. Ajaccio any Nantes beto aso 10. 9 no Auxerre ni Reims, Lorient any Angers. Na afi Montpellier so any Strasbourg home. Na about 11:05 na Brest any Lens and afi Olympique Marseille and so any Nice and the 2:45. Until these are games going over the weekend in France. What's that?
Brest and Longs and Brest.
Germany 2 games on Sunday. Stuttgart and Bremen.
Upper body parts.
Wolfsburg and Bayern Munchen.
Yeah.
And remember.
Exactly.
Maybe it's possible.
Yes. Both in the upper body parts. Breast and lungs are all up here. Breasts. They are going to play together on the field. That's interesting. What a wow. Yeah, quickly to some of the selected way. I mean, Martinelli signed an extended contract with Arsenal. And I mean, for Arsenal fans, it's a bit of good news. I'm particularly not happy with his form after the World Cup. I mean, he seemed to have forgotten how to play football totally.
Julius Koundé is frustrated at Barcelona. Also, on person be a right back, but he's being forced to play there. Also, Ongo, Kranano.
No, but he's not a defender.
Enra, na man for Ayrton Tuchel. Say players normal by Chelsea Nina, Mudryk, Enzo. Omunyina say any Madueke. Almost say we in Porter Casa, the way he communicated with the Chelsea fans descended say, and Tuchel Kobeka say, we will be competing right wing. You know that's why Julius Kounde didn't come to Chelsea.
Yes.
Also, only Rhys James be play right wing back.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
Yeah. Also, into right wing back one, I'm so unfair. And Tina make Barcelona story with Nako.
Yeah, that's sorry. Yeah. The modern player, I mean, they want the job so
too much. Yeah, the job so too much.
In the past, players move to teams to make history with them, but you see, and if you don't have the history, they won't come because you cannot imagine. They want maybe a hundred. Yeah, Martinelli signed a certain contract. I think it's good news to us. Now the bad news is that man should have a lot of details, but all they told us is that
maybe the details will come later.
Yeah, we're signing an extended contract, so it's good. At least you keep the core of your team. I mean, he's been part of this resurgence, and he's played almost all the 18 games about this season. He's been part, and his goals has also helped really get the team to this point. I'm particularly not happy. I mean, I'm happy that the Trossards and who have worked into the team. Since I know when a bit of competition because he's not giving us even 50% of what he gave us the other time around. I mean, he's very young. He's Baden, and everyone just 21 years. So it tells you that at least having a extended contract, it will trickle down. We are hoping that other players will follow suit. Just that Arsenal is not paying much. It will be interesting to know how much is being paid because he was on 90,000.
Make sure Sebia Mubeno.
Yeah.
I'm just trying
150. I mean,
150.
Yes. I mean, you know that thing came up. I was reading a report. Amuka said the Mudryk and Kone, why Arsenal did not sign because they felt that it would destabilize the dressing room. Because once the team be on philosophy, maybe it's an afterthought.
Mudryk na kamo pesa moment I think 80.
Yeah, they would have reduced the money.
Man, say 100.
Yes, they would have reduced the money and everything, but at least amount of Tony I could have once Arsenal and do that way a club policy because they don't pay so much. It's interesting to know that Saka even takes about 3.5 million a year. I mean, a player of his such caliber and sort. Maybe Arsenal made him, but it's time. I'm sure he will wait till the end of season. Arsenal to me win it where he will go. I mean, I understand fully. There's no better time for Arsenal to win the league than this year. Although others also feel that top four then your second rise gets you the trophy. It shouldn't be. It's not a realistic target. I mean, being in the top four is more important to us now. But at least if the cup represents itself, why not? If the rest are failing to live up to expectation, they are supposed to win. So kudos to Arsenal for at least trying to secure the signature of Martinelli eventually to play. Now River Plate. I mean, I'm really happy with the business that they did. I mean, in this, other clubs can learn that sometimes maybe coming from home you can't sell in that huge amount, but you can do the bottom up approach. You don't always have to start from the top. I mean, in the sense that yes, exactly, and can you make sense with the 10% that's also no was seller. I mean, it's a gamble.
150 now,
exactly. Those are we sell our players like goats on the market. It's sometimes very painful, but Brazil shows the way. I mean, even a player they held the tail and they made over $20 million out of him. I mean, it's kudos to them in that one. Chelsea to sell most of their homegrown players, I think it's inevitable if they still want to. And at this point, people begin to question maybe or ask about their own policy. Is it about, I mean, selling and grooming them and making them play eventually, or grooming them to sell? I don't.
But Graham Potter say he will give Obio deserve a chance, and he used they also about Medford and friends Akolano Luis Hall. Yeah, we use Luis Hall. Also we have to balance between academy and Chelsea objectives. You can't always rely on the academy.
But he needs to focus on one and get the team to greater heights. I mean, at the end of the day,
at the end of the day,
there's even a second.
Liverpool, to say City, they balance.
No, but
the academy with
the Chelsea buying. The Chelsea conundrum now is that their players, they empower senior players. The idea is that they are not living up to expectation, but they are still around.
But they were still same with us now. Look at your Walcott. Look at my left here. And the next Messi.
See, there will not have been any problem if some have been out of the door. Like if a Pulisic call. But now they didn't go, so virtually it's more a whole lot of players to even say now that I'm going to bring the academy boys on. So they might not even how well can they be on the pitch? Kovacic bench. No, but in terms of balancing the books is also very important because it's here and there they were queen. So when you're careful for 2-3 years and FFP to match them. because the truth is that you're going to pay huge salaries and stuff. To balance it will not be someone some Champions League put
no, some clear out.
It's exactly.
And then talk sports for the almost idea about key for Chelsea. They say players need to be contracts no Champions League clauses. And someone qualify for Champions League, almost can perform.
I hope it works. I mean, Barcelona tried those ones by buying some unnecessary players. The Coutinhos and Griezmann and Kona Dembele Munema. Barcelona got to where they are today, but couple the fact that they couldn't play Champions League football too. So Chelsea, why careful. I mean, that's what some of us are asking for. That it looks like. I mean, a lot has gone into it. My final story will be on
Mama Chamforce or Chow.
Yeah,
Nana, Mama Chamfor.
Aquamuhini.
Yes, Nana so China.
Mihuna Chepa.
See one who's a King Kalusha as a warden.
Yes.
Man coffee. But now who's a King Kalusha and a cup is you and no board Duncan hot chocolate.
Be so. Yenya what dear. Catch say, I mean, I'm buying. I know him will grow my crew. The other one could show him. Yeah,
Nana, yeah, far or Fidi, our bay.
Yeah, boy.
Over Nana
Fidi Cassie.
I say Nanadia. Yeah, no boy, Awabi.
Nana Fidi Cassie, so our bay.
Yeah, can't be.
Nana, so
Nanadia,
Oticasa, boom.
Exactly. What's the be?
Thank you.
Awabi.
Thank you.
Munyasha on sa.
No, I'm
Monsieur Nana,
Bibiasha and
Yafa, Fidi Cassie,
Krumania, Bibia,
Fidi Cassie. There's a penny, Udia, Manti,
Penny Swanis.
Nana, Yafa Fidi Cassie, sweet, our bay. And I had asked.
A grand collab to the agro bonnet.
Manager sports.
Yeah, my phone on. Two stories. I mean, most Caicedo then. I think I agree with him perfectly that you see, so especially some of our brothers, these black boys, sometimes it gets into their heads. As much as from Ecuador, it's more like us. To get to that pinnacle, that apogee, that apex, and still be dropped like a Tardino. Some players don't easily come back, and such opportunities present themselves once.
RG 15,000.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? I don't know how till now they did allow him to go. And you see, the meteoric rise, it's one of the for the sayings and continue you write a storybook about him because just a season ago he was not even here.
Yeah,
I mean, Wabobo just about 20-25 matches for them.
6 months.
Yes, and now look at where he is now. And now when you chance, the team is getting almost 80 million, and I'm sure they would have given him not less than 100,000 to bring him. Then they decide to not let him go. Let's see how it goes. On one side, so focus now so it can go up because the position of Boedia is one of the best in the league. I mean, comparatively, you can put say the Pates, the Jorginho's there. He can also favor Kante's Muna. He's mentioned all that Brighton has done this season, and all the so-called and also known big boys in India. Brighton has had it over them, and he was the one in the middle doing that number 6 job beautifully. Interceptions. I mean, link up play in the BBI is so awesome. So he just needs to keep the focus and the belief. And I believe that even around when Samano, the teams will still come calling. Then, but we're careful at such opportunities there. We know players who really had it. They ended up being sold as coins in there. So that's where the bad news is. My final story will be on the Dayu to Nottingham. I mean, joining his own Steve Cooper, who was at Swansea, where he made a lot of name for himself. He scored 35 goals in 84 games for Swansea, and they were almost qualifying for the league.
Season out, Oshe goals power was 12.
Yes, I mean, like
the topmost goals in a single season.
But it's okay for me. It's okay now. As a manager, budget supporter saying 13-1. I mean, as
Sunderland.
Yes, as a centre forward. But when put the did himself, boy, as
a manager, someone you know, quite. That's no January.
Yeah, but about 2 seasons. Yeah, I know he had like 2 seasons with them before he left. I mean, the first season put the name Yakranekun. The second season was the top. Oh no, second season.
Why is it? Kalusha on Ronaldo assembly.
Oh, as a Majan there or a profligate. I mean, I like him. Ghana the new bit is on. I think the strength and the power and the pace there. As much as I don't really like him, I don't think anybody has lived up to him. The way for Nanya.
Why don't you like him?
Was it? Because I think it's wasteful. 1, he's very wasteful. 2, I saved a lot of people from 2010 when I was about starting this business, about 1 year into this business. When I started on radio to say that Samoa Jan will cause Ghana. And people wanted to come to the station to beat me. 4 years on, they gave me my stone. What's happening in Brazil now? Because Asamoah Gyan is the problem. You get me? Not 2010. I'm going to cause this painful disputes one. I mean, on shape, we're not going to celebrate it. It's me too much. You need to stay focused. You need to hear some of the Arsenal players speak now that we announced, Jason Tatum. I mean, I listened to his interview before coming, and he said that as much as only Jaylen Brown, their pair is now getting all the results that they need. You know, it's not over till they win a championship. A lot will not be said. I say, fine, all of them have gotten themselves into the all-star team now there to play for the East. They've not done anything. You see, then it gives you that belief that, I mean, last season they were almost there. At a point in time, they were 3-1 or 3-2. Then they lost it. But this season, they're in the form of their life.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown is averaging 27 point something and 9 rebounds now.
They are all on the all-star team now.
Yes.
Jaylen Brown is on the reserve team. Jason Tatum is starting.
Exactly. So it tells you that mindset now somewhere Jenny be near me. So now he sees himself as exactly. So it's good to have him 6 months. I mean, it's about just 30 years. So he still has a lot of football to play. No, it's about 32, right? We're at 30. Yeah, 33 now. I mean, just 6 months. So he will get the opportunity to
maybe extend for another
year. Because the coach likes him, and he played his best of football under this coach in England. So it's just a done with Biamanu.
It's on the fight. 9 Black Stars players.
Oh yeah. Tottenham now so out of 30 players. I mean, I'm going to second year, but Tottenham has really. Hey, Nottingham Forest. I've been to their stadium, very beautiful stadium. I mean, it will be interesting to see how
I'll be glad if they are able to remain in the Premier League.
Survive. I mean, Steve Cooper has it. Let's see how it goes.
Me Bompa said, "Baby, a Ghana player be Omunkem."
Yeah.
Bournemouth, number 1.
Yeah.
Southampton, number 2. Hey,
Crystal Palace.
They saw the
Omunko. Baby Ako. Oh, okay. Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth.
Nottingham Forest. They didn't go on Motono.
Yeah, the only Ghanaian they have.
Kamal didn't go Southampton.
So yeah,
and you call.
Yeah.
Antoine Semenyo call Bournemouth. Right?
Bournemouth. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, sir. Jeffrey Schlupp needed more. Jeffrey Schlupp need Jordan.
They already. Almost stay party. Yeah.
No, so on the champion.
Yeah, I need it.
Champion elect.
Exactly.
Makani.
Early days yet.
I
don't have the balls.
Any balls? No?
Yeah, my balls are very soft. You know, the weather has made them very soft, so I wouldn't attempt this one to call myself a champion elect.
Fernandez, I'm confirming for you. Sporting and
Benfica.
Yeah.
Sporting, yeah. Pedro Porro
for Tottenham.
Maybe a Tottenham
for Portugal for no. Yeah, Portugal for no. I say Portuguese teams, you know, they're afraid doing some team there. For me, I'm beginning to like more process normally, you know, because almost share that Niska, I'm do random teams, you know. But then what they try to do is almost tries always they have to produce good quality players.
They don't produce. They go to South America and catching Kuala.
So I'm sure they come to add something to it. And see. More or less, I'm the big producer. It's like final product.
Me know you dream, but me feel say, a scouting system because we haven't got plus. I'm going to tell me 6 months. 6 months.
No. Man, try. I'd say I'd say the Wakakoto Kuku. Oh, Ghana, they are Kobejo. Not their chocolate now. Which one is it?
No, Matthew, I said, but maybe point to say, when we are no crown, say, be on about 2-3 seasons there. 6 months.
No, that's what I'm trying to.
So the talent was there. So identify.
Maybe the point now, until they'll go in and bring the raw materials, you know, and they come and add something to polish it on. And I'm so mobile, the free road to express themselves. I never was Portugal for no system you know. They will allow all their players to express themselves on the field of play. No man, they needed confidence because now now. And you work up here, now come on for crying him about boy, no, Nipo to me bench a bit say Rodrigo de Paul,
of Atletico Madrid.
To me bench no one or book game, or book game in India. And that is has come out of age. And now one is where Edema Scolani, Argentina for coach, you know, and also a boy, a guy, a running development because on a money chance, remember. O man chance o mo koje Copa America no Brazil for crew no ho na kan nya o mo confidence ya jiwe dia yes sankobo we na samba ma Messi obi so mo am say even those guys playing around Messi the crown was a good for them. I'm on confidence. I'm saying I've seen it all, but it's also humble. And abua bobo from Fezen. I just Argentina 4 players. You are doing business. You know, Monquanya benefit for Oko Porto for now, Porto for players player one. They will do the same. Oko Sporting Lisbon.
Pedro Porosi, Omoche Tottenham.
Yeah, Oko Imonswa, made the same thing. And I think said they are doing something. Then back to England. England soon Bobo comes on modern. Brighton. I hope have you. These guys are also doing good. I mean, if you say, coach Grand Porter fee and Ecoy, no more master projects. But I'm the turn.
Deserve you know him. Me say me feel so yeah, they are catching a coach. No.
Robert, but Onyana you, Onyana who so. I'm going for Roberto Deserve by for the first 2 or 3 matches. No, true for the pa. But then on Kasachi boys they say, "My policy ni just play the game to a high say yeah go Champions League biao, yeah go encourage Premier League biao, yeah project they say you have to market you. Near at that time, I come backups no. Now I come breakthrough. And then I know about kind of boys the team. And see on the players who good rapport bia boys no mutieno. And good coaching is about Obi Betiu. Now, it is and I Mutiani do come say Ghana coaches here. And one name tactics now. Then I say, you did just not show. Okujan for the next one. You just have to do what you know best. But then, say system the braba. When I mention first now, it be Catenashu. You didn't be a friend Catenashu. And why I say Catenashu? If you say maybe double pivot, maybe I say a ring back. Those kind of things. The systems are system neighbor. It's coaching the bar. Most now say one thing we should also bear in mind is that Ecuadorian money, Argentina for money, Colombia for those kind of stuff. No, baby, more hinterlands. No, so Messi, San Rosario, say no, and maybe will come kakra. But more on football, more hinterlands. Brazilian players are more quiet. Visit, I'm for visit more. Almost Bogota, Anna. Bogota, they say Colombia. Colombia, Brazil for you know, Rio de Janeiro, and then almost big you know, cities, you know. Most of the players in free hinterlands in the Eba. Into Omoba, obviously, Gabriel Jesus, Semitiano, and I also maybe of Finny, maybe no more than baby, next a whole air home tea. But the same thing, I brand the Liverpool, Firmino. I'm come as more classic from your opportunity. Well, come light now. Whatever they get, they go and use it.
Kalume bana mincho no kakra bi Mr. Matie for mo na mo share wo Facebook ene mo amutie o tune no amame abakra from me of Asia sound on it koy but I think say fixed into Isaac kan Isaac manwu say what text say opo you guys are off
Can you huh na me kan nyomante
no see on say na me see before me step
be some mote there me ka say
weather messages aba
weather okay. Some meaning omwante nti I say me repeat.
Okay, say start your entire program. No, say before me be do we na me akira.
We dey want in from Mesan catch you.
Can chat to us. Enti mbajo aba ahamami aba say it's on. Yeah, I sending message Ibrahim Rahim see the audio is not working properly. And Agnes Asare, good morning gents. Audio is not working. And Isaac Ahinkai, Opo, you guys are off air, and then Mamiaba, but now they say it's back on. Me away where China.
Radio, so I say no. Almost
no, radio is working. Radio is different from online.
But because a sound quality.
No, sound quality, okay.
Okay.
So my internet here.
Oh, okay.
I amplify now if you are near, then on Ama, feedback, but the air is okay.
Okay. And until that make Moses Cacasedo, you know.
Yeah.
Because most of the players in the movie say, Brazilian players in the Ecuadorian and Colombia players, no movie, a bit free in classifier.
They say, maybe test scouting Timonia. Only Manu all we are going to do, you better set up agency, you better identify South American players near Choma Tom.
So, which one will be oh, quite so this Cacaseko.
Say
LLC.
Your clubs never ejuma.
The LLC near Tom.
Master Kebenye consortium near a lawyer about Quakan.
Now, you all South America, they all scout this Kabumo.
The minister, the American man, Oscar.
Yes, Edgeman. Right, and what you know, top players, he told our top player 5 million. Obiaba 75, 6 months was many. Player 5 million, because say no. 4 points something, but almost 5 million.
Maybe say big boy.
Now, mom, we say almost on 10 million. Hey, Enzo.
I never want to say the agent never say affected a guy mentally and psychologically, or a young guy. If you say and can win or no, maintain interview or say is going to give his best, but I don't know say I didn't be hunting because but me I can't football once because of injury a woman see a boy to injury to me and do career I'm my own to Bobby. A typical example here, a Marco van Basten. What a player. Because of a injury he went to Mambo. When I met you was a tackle from behind. It went to Mambo. Football only the name back that's when Ghana man and qua or we are probably the pay form. One of you are come giddy time I say over injury back over Baffy or bar no 39. And they actually Liverpool players say Omombo Tequin. It's me sure say
okay.
He will just raise his head up and make sure say the professional and see man and quad that no chase that will be the end of his.
We started training. Hopefully someone will bet me and before even not for Chelsea or Arsenal because I know Liverpool also wanted him. When him say na most open.
Yeah.
But no money can
they coming to Nottingham Forest. Beginning of the season, now on my as many as 21 purchases as I'm about Premier League because now I'm on call for me for now and some more can say they almost see.
We are 26.
26. No, before league in the best starting. No more 21.
Yeah, starting no more 26. Yeah, starting league.
No more 21. But later on, we become one.
And someone no make.
Me sit am on be starting league no.
Say starting league na someone in close we.
O say hen close here. No, but no my 21.
Say
league
someone close here no
26. Yeah. And see now omo no she say no my amaration me say they don't want to go to the wilderness because they went there for about 30 years. And now they change they did all that because now
but do you think that you can make any impact? Then Rana talk sports for any cancer. Dede has outlived his usefulness because Ceciano, does he have the physique to play in the Premier League top level? When to me and boss audio say Qatar say hey.
No. Steve Cooper Kofa did buy and it's not
playmaking.
The output you but
experience.
No. When he was on the park, on the field of player, no, bar.